joining me for Success Made Simple. We are on part 2 of the Discover Your Purpose evaluation. Now, if you missed part 1, go back and watch it. And if you've not yet downloaded the Discover Your Purpose test, it's completely free of charge. Go to KarenConrad.net, go to the free downloads, download the Discover Your Purpose test, print it out or pull it up on your phone or computer and follow along. And by the end of this series, I am confident that you will have a really good idea of your God-given purpose and be in a position to unleash your destiny. So today we're on number 2 of the evaluation, and this is what it is. What gifts and talents have you been given? Or how I like to ask it is, what are you able to do easily that is often difficult for others? Do you know in 2 Corinthians, God tells us that He has given us the gifts and talents that are necessary to fulfill the God-given purpose in our life. So you do have gifts and talents, even though you might not be applying them today. So I want to ask you, what gifts and talents do you have? Or what things do you do that are easy for you, but are difficult for other people? So let me share a personal story with you. One of the things that I realized going through my career is that if there was something that needed to have a series of steps put together to achieve, I would actually see the steps on the inside of how to bring that vision to reality. I used to actually get frustrated with people because I didn't understand that it was a gift or a talent that God had given me. I just thought this is a way that everybody had the ability or thought. And so if we were presented with a problem or something to solve, I could easily see what we needed to do to fix the problem or to bring about the result that we were looking for. But other people that were in the room couldn't catch on, or they didn't see it, and I would end up getting frustrated with them. It's like, oh my gosh, can't you see this? This is so easy. And as I walked through this process of finding out what my purpose was, the Lord was showing me that it's because the reason it's easy for me is because He put those gifts and talents in me. So when you think about what you do on a daily basis, or you think back on a part of your career, a part of your life that's really easy for you, and maybe you get frustrated when other people can't catch on quite as quickly, that's going to be a clue to the gifts and talents that God's put in you. I've got 2 sister-in-laws. They're the wives of my brothers, and both of them were stay-at-home moms with their children. And one of them in particular, Carol, she has 6 children. And I was just amazed, and I continue to be amazed at how she is able to run this organized household of 6 children. They're all active in sports. She's just like an amazing cook. You go to the house, everything's in order. They've got this huge yard, pool, hockey rinks, and it's just like, I have no idea how she could possibly do this. And I started to realize that, you know what? She's been gifted to be a mom of a lot of children. My sister-in-law, Mary Pat, is the same way. She's just this amazing stay-at-home mom. If I was a stay-at-home mom, I think I would be a disaster because I would just be like wondering about what I can do to get something going. I'd probably be redecorating my house all the time. I don't know. There's just something about the activity or the challenge of working for me that was really a good rhythm. And I used to feel really bad about that. But you know what? I was gifted and called to work outside the home when Levi was growing up. I could still be a good mom. We had support systems in place. He's just doing amazing. And that was how God called me to live my life and to be a mom, but was to work at the same time. Where when I would look at my sister-in-laws, I was just amazed how they were so fulfilled and they were so organized with their household, yet they were home all day. They would cook everything. They were just these amazing, productive moms at home. And at first I would start to kind of feel bad, like there's something wrong with me, that I'm not called to be a stay-at-home mom. But then I realized that no, the gifts and talents that God's given me are applied more in the workplace. And the gifts and talents that my sister-in-laws had at these wonderful stay-at-home moms were applied in that area. So I want you to be encouraged today that God's given you gifts and talents that are specific to you and tie into your purpose and your destiny. Don't look at what other people do and envy that. Look at what God's given you. And then when you find those areas where you're able to just ease through things or see things that are not normal for most people, that's a time that we can humble ourselves and say, you know what, Lord, thank you so much for providing me with these amazing gifts and talents that are yours, and I steward them. So on your worksheet, write down the gifts and talents that God's given you and the things that you do in your life or you have done that are much easier for you compared to other people. All right, so join me for the next Success Made Simple, and we'll go to number 3. We'll see you next time on Success Made Simple.